A Singapore Student Pass application letter is one of the most important documents in your student visa process because it formally explains your intention to study in Singapore and helps immigration officers assess whether your application is genuine, complete, and supported by clear academic plans. A poorly written letter can create unnecessary delays or raise questions about your study intentions, financial capability, or compliance with immigration requirements. That is why this letter must be formal, specific, and professionally structured. Here, we will learn how to write it properly. Check this out. Personal information. The first section of your letter contains your personal contact details. This identifies you as the applicant and provides official contact information for correspondence if needed. Example: Michael Anderson, 221 Park Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90017, United States, +121355567889. michaelanderson@email.com. Make sure these details match the information in your passport and application documents. Consistency is essential because immigration officers compare all submitted records. Date: May 15, 2026. The date shows when the application letter was prepared. This matters because student pass applications require recent supporting documents. An updated date confirms that the letter was written specifically for your current application. Immigration authority details. Next, address the correct department. Example: Student Pass Unit, Immigration and Checkpoints Authority, Singapore. This directs your application to the proper reviewing authority. Using the correct department name demonstrates professionalism and ensures the letter is formally addressed for student pass processing. Subject line. The subject line clearly identifies the purpose of your letter. Example: Subject: Student Pass Application for Studies at National University of Singapore. A clear subject line helps officers immediately understand the purpose of the document and organize the application efficiently. Salutation. Use the formal greeting. Dear Sir/Madam, this is the correct professional salutation when you do not know the specific immigration officer's name. It keeps the tone formal and respectful. Opening paragraph. Begin by directly stating your application purpose. Example: I am writing to respectfully apply for a student pass to pursue my studies in Singapore at the National University of Singapore. This paragraph immediately tells the immigration officer why you are writing. This opening creates clarity from the start. Personal academic introduction. Now introduce yourself and provide your academic admission details. Example: My name is Michael Anderson, a citizen of the United States, holding passport number X12345678. I have been offered admission to the National University of Singapore for the Master of Business Administration program, scheduled to commence on August 1, 2026, and expected to be completed on July 30, 2028. This section is essential because it confirms your admission status and defines your intended study period. Immigration officers use this information to verify your academic enrollment. Why you chose Singapore. This section explains your academic motivation. Example: I have chosen to pursue my studies in Singapore because of its internationally recognized education system, high academic standards, multicultural learning environment, and excellent reputation for providing quality education. This helps immigration officers understand that your decision is based on legitimate educational goals. Keep this explanation genuine and relevant. Avoid exaggerated statements. Focus on academic reasons. Purpose of stay. Now explain why you are entering Singapore. Example: The purpose of my stay in Singapore is solely to complete my academic program and acquire the knowledge and skills necessary to support my future professional goals in international business management. This paragraph should make one thing very clear. Your stay is for education. This is critical because immigration officers need assurance that your intention matches student pass regulations. You should also connect your studies to your future career plans. This shows long-term academic purpose. Accommodation arrangements. Next, state where you will live. Example: My accommodation arrangements in Singapore are as follows. Kent Ridge Hall, National University of Singapore, 10 Kent Ridge Crescent, Singapore 119260. You may provide campus hostel details. private rental address, temporary residence details. Accommodation information is important because immigration officers need confirmation that you have suitable housing arranged. It demonstrates preparation and stability for your stay. Financial arrangements. This is one of the most important sections. You must choose one option. If self-funded, right, I will personally bear all tuition fees, accommodation costs, living expenses, medical insurance, and other related educational expenses throughout my studies in Singapore. Choose this if you are paying independently. This confirms financial capability. You will usually need supporting bank statements. If sponsored by parent or guardian or family member, right, my studies and living expenses in Singapore will be fully sponsored by my father, Robert Anderson, who has sufficient financial resources to support my education and stay. Choose this if someone else is funding your studies. You will typically need sponsor financial statements, sponsor identification documents, proof of relationship. This helps immigration officers verify financial support. If scholarship sponsored, right, my education and related expenses will be funded under the ASEAN Academic Excellence Scholarship awarded by the Ministry of Education Singapore. Choose this if your studies are funded through scholarship support. This provides strong evidence of financial security. Financial clarity is essential because immigration officers must confirm that you can sustain yourself during your studies. Immigration Compliance Statement. Now assure compliance with Singapore law. Example, I assure you that I will fully comply with all immigration regulations and laws of Singapore during my stay. Upon completion of my studies, I will depart Singapore or take appropriate legal steps should further academic or professional opportunities arise in accordance with Singapore immigration policies. This is a critical legal assurance. It shows respect for immigration regulations and confirms your understanding of student pass conditions. Request for approval. Now formally request consideration. Example, I kindly request your favorable consideration of my student pass application. This is your official request for approval. It should remain polite and professional. Contact availability. Offer to provide further documents if needed. Example, please do not hesitate to contact me should further information or supporting documentation be required. This shows cooperation and willingness to assist the application review process. It also strengthens the professionalism of your letter. Appreciation statement. Thank the reviewing officer. Example, thank you for your time and consideration. This is a formal courtesy that closes your request respectfully. Closing and signature. End the letter with, yours faithfully, signature if printed, your full name. If submitting a printed version, include your handwritten signature. This authenticates the document. Final review checklist. Before submitting your student pass application letter, check that your name matches your passport exactly, institution details are correct, study dates are accurate, accommodation details are complete, financial support option is clearly selected. All information matches your supporting documents. Student pass applications are reviewed carefully. Even small inconsistencies can delay approval. A clear, accurate, and well-structured letter significantly improves the professionalism of your application. That's all for today's tutorial. I hope this guide helps you write your Singapore Student Pass application letter correctly and confidently. If this video helped you, please leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe to Writing Practices for more professional document writing tutorials. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.